the way that it's most likely Quas Vex Invoker, isn't it? Let's see. Yep, Quas Vex.
A quick reminder: the goal of this game is.
Oh boy.
This doesn't mean that they can't go for Sunstrike, Necrophos, Pickoffs either. The pressure that comes out from this NIP setup is very static in the sense that they're going to siege around this Necrophos, have maybe the Invoker as backup, work with his Chen sustain a lot, but that's about it. And if FTM can beat that power spike, if General doesn't just walk straight up
he's
into
gonna
his
be
death,
introduced to an entire stack of NIP. Charlie was kind of waiting, maybe he can get the last kill, but it's Supreme who grabs it, and of course the tips from both teams. Every single player tipped him.
On him just before they killed him. That's one way to get your points.
I am a champion, said a bounty on Axe. All right.
See you later,
nerds. See you later, nerds.
Yeah, I think that was gonna catch me off guard every time I hear that.
Oh god, when did Grant come into the room? Did not invite that man into my home.
I actually read something. I read something about that on Twitter. About I think Grant was like, how much does he have to do like work to get himself into a battle pass? And then Rich just responded to him like, I have like 50 different samples of you in my private folder. It's like, I can only imagine what that is. But back into the game, as you can see, FTM's logo might be a bit missing here, but they are definitely playing on the Radiant side. We have NIP and Wakamipo. We will not watch Wakamipo this time, but Supreme will be going up against Iceberg in the mid lane, Ember versus the Invoker. And we talked about a potential aggro tri-lane for the Morphling. He's actually going to sit here in the safe lane with the Chen, so Saneko will back him up. They have the slow, which also amplifies their damage quite nicely with the penitence. So SD, however, one of the deadliest heroes you can go up against a Morphling with. There is not a single moment you would not fear the Shadow Poison.
He'll always have those stacks up. Luckily for the Morph, he doesn't start with it, but that brings up the other problem, which is that he can use the Disruption as a setup for an Axe call as soon as level 2 comes out. Maybe level 3. I'll have to see that, because Axe did start with the Battle Hunger just to be annoying.
Yeah, what I'm also a bit skeptical here is, well, they did start with Disruption, so it won't make that much of a difference here, except that I was thinking SD would rather get regen above of boots just to be able to spam poison, but since he started with the Disruption, I think this would be it suits it better. But you really need more regen on the SD, and now he actually picks up a Clarity off the Courier, so that's something that he will definitely need. Maybe another one a bit later on. Bottom lane, we've got the Necrophos going up against Wraith King Phoenix, and there's also Shaker to back up Saberlight. This should be an alright lane for the Necro.
He can definitely die here, though.
He can. Like, they have the stuns, the slows. And Necro is not the tankiest character at the start.
Definitely not. If he gets blocked off...
Era.
Or sorry,
stun.
blocked off.
You know, Phoenix does not have his dive, but they're gonna have to go a long route around. He's wanna fly.
Vision? No.
Yep, they did not have the vision there in time. Will pops a salve, and he's fine. Top lane, we are right in front of NIP's tier 1 tower. Charlie at half HP. Double rate bands. Like a wand as well, potentially, if he gets the recipe for it. Otherwise, just live with the stick. Use the branches for double duration tangos. What do you think? Would you rather have just a stick, or would you upgrade it straight away to a wand on your carry?
Depends on the laning matchup, honestly. In this case, Shadow Poison's not up on a low dance yet, so you don't need to hurry with it. But as soon as you start spamming those poisons, you upgrade that stick.
Nico. Aloha Dance will walk up to him. There's the Purge. Nice amount of damage. Does have the Disruption, but Aloha Dance's pathfinding is screwing him up a little bit here. And just to kill this Saturn. Oh, so Nico tried to deny it. Wait, actually, never mind. Those were the SD's illusions, not the Chen's, obviously. Got that wrong for a second.
Saneko should have tried to deny it, though. That's a real baller move.
Iceberg very low in mid, but he has a last hit advantage above the Invoker. Invoker does have a lot more regen. Too many points plus. Helping to regen a bit faster.
It's
Stay
pretty
in
much
lane.
impossible to spam that Invoker out of the lane. And look at this, anytime you move forward, he's going to tornado you. There's no points up in the Flame Guard. Iceberg knows that there's no point in even skilling that. It's going to get purged off every single time. So he's going to really be focusing on the runes or on bottle crowing if necessary, maybe on support seeping in. And
of course, when I'm not looking, Saberlight will go down. Always Wanna Fly will be picking up the kill. I think he died to a dot from Always Wanna Fly.
I did see that one coming, I just didn't see it.
See it coming but didn't see it. Well, I guess that counts as well. So,
Yeah.
expected. But you did call the Necro's gonna have a hard time here.
Yes, it's mostly the fact that he isn't even leveling the Ghost Shroud, which is normally a survivability tool, but even if he would use it, Always Wanna Fly can always get him. Era going for the solo kill and Always Wanna Fly here, but he's so slow! You do not have any attack speed, sir. Always Wanna Fly just adds
right
insult
next
to injury.
He's asking for trouble here, but no attack speed. Oh, he gets the enchant zone and right click. 14 HP on Always Wanna Fly, and he gets the kill on Era as well. The dot ticking, so V2 doesn't have the time to time his right click there for the kill. It doesn't matter. A kill is a kill.
Where is Triumphant Squawk right now? Always Wanna Fly. I'm sure you had that.
Yep. Oh, and
That was
Burst
the moment.
Spirit. Bit of trouble here. 100 HP. Supreme. Cold Snap. Might just do it. Very far used. I will survive.
I've seen Iceberg do this against tops, and this man sometimes has literal ice in his blood. He is not afraid.
Suneko being bullied by a level 5 General Axe.
He's only level 3 himself, but he does have that headdress for all of the region, and that is his primary task up here, is just to stay roughly within range of Charlie. Make sure that the axe is inconvenienced enough that he can't go for Morphling's face, and make the lane go 50-50.
Yeah,
That's the
agreed.
goal. And Aloha Dance has decided that that's fine with him, and he has stacked up the jungle instead.
Bottom lane, they use their combo on Saberlight, but only take him down to half HP. Iceberg, bullied by air, does get caught by the tornado. The bottle is regenerating him though. Aloha Dance just a bit too far away to get the disruption onto Supreme, so Iceberg will not be able to follow up on that.
That's rough for Aloha. He was really hoping on getting the EXP from the stack that Axe just took, but now there's nothing there for him. And Suneko is coming to disrupt the stacks, he knows.
Something's up, and that camp will spawn. Sent the lowest HP creep there to the camp. Got killed. Camp spawns. Valiant effort. Meanwhile, bot lane, Saberlight. This time FTM looked like they might have the damage. Sunray, and the last tick, the last possible tick from the Fire Spirits. That's a third kill for Always Wanna Fly. 3 assists for the Wraith King.
I haven't seen this man have a bad game on Phoenix yet. It's been, what, 4 in a row now? He is consistently outdoing himself in these laning stage performances, as well as with the placement of his eggs.
Yeah. General's now creep skipping. Charlie forced to farm under his tower. Does he have his Morbid Mask? He does. So Nico also finds General here. To be careful not to go too close to this guy, and Supreme has been forced to leave the lane for this kill. If they can kill General, it's worth it, but General making them work for their money right now. His TP will eventually be cancelled. They even spot him with a courier and everything. Is he gonna call it? No, he's not gonna call it. Thinking about it, but they cancel his TP at least with the cold snap.
He might actually get out
the
because
great escape. So much space created. General, I can't say anything else. It's just a slow clap. That is so much space created right there. Supreme TP back to mid as well, like frustrated. Oh man. Meanwhile, Saberlight, no one to help you. B2 and Always Wanna Fly. Going at him again. Era this time around to help him out, actually, so they have a fissure. No need to use it though.
And yeah, Always Wanna Fly actually has to be careful there because Era could drop, or sorry, Era, excuse me, Saberlight could drop the scythe on him, and he had no levels to egg there, or mana for that matter.
Closing up.
Now.
Closing up on 8 minutes. You can check out the net worth as we see 3,200 and 3,100 on Wraith King and the Axe. So FTM getting a good start, but everyone else is following right behind. Aloha Dance will TP home. DD Rune is also available for Iceberg. General is around, but for now Iceberg's still holding it on his or in his bottle. Need to go in yet. This could also mean that the Ember goes for a rotation.
Once again, by the way, Iceberg going 50-50 in an extremely frustrating lane.
Yes. Not the easiest.
That guy is such a beastly laner.
Yeah, not the easiest when you go up against a range hero, especially like Invoker, who is near impossible to harass out a lane with Quaswex with the amount of abilities that you have at hand. You pop your shield, you'll just get tornadoed and you're gone. General, actually,
Third rotation for Supreme.
Charlie under the tower.
Is this one gonna pay off?
Calls this call, but
Iceberg came in.
We have Soneko.
So
Soneko will
much
fall.
damage.
That right-click damage is murderous, but then again, they're gonna go under the tower. Supreme is here. Tornado is available. EMP will burn out Axe's mana. Does have a bit more for the call, and is he gonna get it? He finds Supreme. There's the call. He won't have the donk, but it's not needed. He will spin to win. The Supreme will die, and it's 2 heroes lost for NIP. FTM, no casualties.
Any kind of tempo that Supreme thought to have in his game is now definitely gone. 2 missed rotations and died on the 3rd one. 2 Iceberg himself, nonetheless. This is not going to be a fast game, and I wonder what kind of effect this is going to have on Charlie's build. I would like to see him go more Manta-style fighty, just because I don't think he has the time to properly get into this game.
Yeah, they're gonna kill Aloha Dance, however. Fisher Stun, Penitence. Buy some time with the bubble. Forced a lot of rotations here, but no moves are happening around the map. Aloha Dance finally fallen. NIP stacking with 4 heroes to make sure that this kill comes out. But on the positive side, both outposts held by NIP, FTM denied the XP.
That's a bit sloppy from him, honestly. You could have definitely taken the bot one with Always Wanna Fly.
Iceberg TPing bottom with an Invis rune. Could this be the play? Yep, he's popping it right away. Setting up for Saberlight. There's a level 4 Shaker. That's Era nearby. Where... Oh. Alright. Well, you have been spotted. So, Iceberg's been seen. He's still coming back, though.
He does not know he has been seen.
Light? Bait? Is that a bait? That is definitely
No,
got to be a
that's
bait.
a giveaway. Look at that. That causes an immediate D-ward.
Well, the egg as well.
Aggressive egg.
Saberlight, yeah, very aggressive. He could still keep diving onto Saberlight. He's very low. Fire Spirit's available. We'll try and go for it. Needs to land his spells. Oh no. Oh no, no, not like this. Valiant effort, but doesn't pay off.
Everyone could see that coming. You even Always Want to Fly himself, but you gotta go for that, man. There's no way you don't.
Alright, Axe. Mana burnt.
Yep, so the laning stage is definitely breaking down now. We have Wraith King with that pushing power and a full skeleton army on the top lane. So far he's alone though, so I think Charlie gets to push this one off of his tower.
Charlie's had some free time.
It actually surprises me that nobody on FTM seems to be in a hurry to get that tower down. They had a pretty good presence up there, and it's actually a lane swap from NIP, so this is giving priority to Saberlight finishing his mecha and possibly first the Guardian Grease before they really want to go. And this gives precious time to FTM as well, who probably are just as item heavy as NIP are, at least in the early stages.
FTM are smoked up towards the top lane. They have the Phoenix, they have the SD, and Saberlight is there. They were probably hoping Morphling to be around. He's not there. Aloha Dance Vision given. Pops his ulti to make sure that they can catch Saberlight. They will save the bubble for now. And Axe is closing in. TPs are coming in as well. They need to close this kill. Saberlight drops a very heavy heal. Good tornado catching V-Tune. Saberlight will fall. Now Suneko turning around on Always Wanna Fly. 1 second from Supernova. Denied this time. V-Tune, his ulti will pop as well. And is there going to be more backup? Here comes General walking in. The slow is there. And the King is back in action. Suneko will be called up. FTM will take at least one more. Set to 2-for-1 trade. And now Supreme on the run. General is right there. But Supreme staying invis. Era, Echo Slams available.
See that? If NIP lose this match, Suneko's bones are gonna have to get harvested. That's morbid.
That is very morbid indeed. But the man's got to do what a man's got to do. Now they're going on to General. Aloha dances right next to him. They might kill the Shaker for... Oh, the Echo Slam with the tornado on top of each other. But Axe will die. And Earthshaker, 2 ticks. SD, hello. Oh, 6 HP. Well, a half a second before and you could have gotten the kill. But no. So it ends up being a 2-for-2 trade if I looked at correct.
Yes. That said, V-Tune got out, he's farming more, he's going to get a Blink Dagger on top of his armlet, and I really enjoy this build just because he's correctly identifying that NIP needs way more items than they do. Oh. Aloha?
Alright. Well, he purges Supreme, so Supreme instantly loses his haste. There's a bunch of animals chasing him. There's a wolf. There's a tomato. There's a tornado. And Charlie takes the tower away at the same time. Charlie's courier dead, however, by V-Tune.
This is still very
going up to V2. They know his ulti's in cooldown. If they can get this kill, that could be a big one. Charlie now walking in, going to full agility here, dishing out hits. Wraith King will fall. Here comes Iceberg as well with the Ember Spirit. General's around, always want to fly, but he does have the strength. Morph already up and running. 3k HP, turning into an Ember Spirit as well. Trying to dish out a bit of extra damage here. Tornado coming in. Charlie still waiting for his opportunity to get out of here. Saberlight is there. Era is there. Suneko, the entire NIP lineup is here. And Always Want to Fly coming in from the side. 20 seconds for Supernova. Last time he didn't get it off because he died 1 second before it was off cooldown. Now he will die with 13 seconds still remaining. Sunstrike will miss. Penitence will connect. Well, he's still alive actually, so he will... That was a close one. But he...
Suneko might have actually saved him there.
Might be.
If those creeps decide to find him.
You know, that casual 3 players around and then you just hear that.
Yeah.
It's done.
Sometimes it just does that. I want to point out, by the way, that that was an Iceberg rotation for, hopefully, an Urn Charge. He's got the full Spirit Vessel now, and he didn't get one yet. And this is why he's been so reclusive. He really doesn't want to chase after these first charges. He'd like to actually TP into a guaranteed one, but those opportunities haven't really been there.
Let's see if
they lost their
FTM...
mid tower now already.
Let's see if they can do it now. They just got the Blink Dagger for Axe, so they're ready for a team fight. Aloha Dance is already in mid as well. They will scout the DD rune as well. That will be straight into Iceberg's pockets. Bottom tier 1 tower taken by NIP, and if they TP mid to defend this, General is... Alright, his Blink Dagger's been revealed. They see he has it now. Meanwhile, V-Tune initiated on top. Earning a bit of mana. Now FTM, they're all moving away from this mid tower and moving towards the top area, trying to look for a blink call, but they will find Supreme. He will be caught. A lot of heavy damage coming in. The stun connection as well. Supreme dropping low. Chen dropping the ultimate as well. Supreme will fall down. Iceberg gets the kill with a Sleight of Fist. Now a V-Tune will be hit by Spirit, but he's still staying alive.
Charge. This is where Saberlight's game gets very hard.
Yep, they can go for it. Aloha Dance is ready. Saberlight Indage is right next to them as well. Meanwhile, General almost getting blown up by the Morphling. Very low. Stun will connect. Morphling doesn't have his strength morph going on. Now he does. And Charlie was also going to have a hard time if he gets those Spirit Vessel tries to connect. And now Wraith King coming in for round 2. Meanwhile, NIP disengaging from the fight. Iceberg had his DD popped up as well. And NIP will not have to do anything here.
Both teams going for each other's backlines, with Iceberg finding out that the Chen army is just a little bit more than he can chew right now.
Doesn't look like there's any other items coming in for the Radiant side right now. So FTM, they had, like you mentioned, there's the Spirit Vessel been on for quite some time. A Halberd for Phoenix, which is great against the Morphling.
That'll take him quite a while still, though.
That will definitely take some time. It's not going to be around. Right now, they just need the Phoenix for the egg once this general goes for the Blink call. The Chen army. Double stuns, one web. Here we have the scout information. Phoenix is there. The web will be thrown. There's also the egg. And now they have to decide, do they go for it or not? There's also some random vampire fangs dropped in the middle of the fight. Nobody's picking those up. Iceberg is controlled. Soneko will go down. There's another fight going on here. And same thing here in the bottom side of the jungle. Saberlight is going down. General will get the kill. Iceberg survives. And now NIP in trouble. Another great blink from General. And Iceberg will get the kill. They don't even need to use anything extra here. Supreme is on the run. And Charlie, the big target. V-Tune. Still getting some pressure onto this Morphling. He turns into another Wraith King and stuns the Wraith King. Now, maybe V2 stuns him as well. Supreme coming in, throws in the ice path, or the ice wall. And they are not going to be able to initiate through that.
It's very hard to engage into a Quaswex Invoker. He's got so many delay spells he can throw at you. But in this case, when the fight is split up and Supreme can't be everywhere, you will definitely get those kills. You just gotta be able to jump with enough heroes, and FTM saw that very correctly. They have 2 blink daggers, they can fight in 2 places at once.
Net worth is even, XP slightly for FTM. Not a huge dent there. Very tight game.
Absolutely. Saberlight is finishing up a pipe first before he finishes the Greaves. I think that's correct. There's so much damage coming out from that Phoenix and from Iceberg as well that they're going to need to fight through.
They want to go on Iceberg, but how do they initiate on this without the Shaker? That's like their most reliable stunner. Now Era's here. He needs to get the initial stun. There's the first one! And so close to dying with the E-plate from Charlie, but no. 100 HP short. Charlie coming in from the side, another shotgun onto Aloha. Only half the set though. Now they find V2, so many targets to focus on here and splitting targets. There's an egg on the right side with a call from coming in from General. He's got 2 people stunned in it. And that's going to be the stun connection as well from the egg. Iceberg, now Charlie in the middle. Very aggressive movements, takes down V2. That is Wraith King gone. There's also FTM now scrambling in this fight. Necro ulti will connect. Always when a fly will fall. Iceberg and Aloha dance now spreading from the left side. And General also manages to get out. NIP will not get any more further kills. But could this be Roshan? Could this be Roshan, Kips? Do they have enough for it?
I mean, they want to. I imagine that if Saberlight tanks it, it's going to be enough, just because Charlie can sit on extremely high agi for this.
Yeah, this is totally doable. Also in hiding from FTM, and they don't have anyone to contest this right now. 3 heroes. There is the Aloha Dance SD around. There's an Invis rune also sitting in the river. Era will take it. Roshan will go down, and the Aegis for Charlie.
FTM, yeah, was fighting in that ward vision on the on their offlane triangle. They haven't contested that. They haven't even played there for a while. It's, you gotta kind of expect that you're in full vision of NIP right there. Iceberg, I don't think he realizes that Era is sneaking up on him, and he will never know.
Well, he's out of there, but that also means NIP will take themselves a free tower, so that's the top tier 1 going to be going down for NIP. A bit of extra gold there. They also have the wards. They see now that Always Wanna Fly is scouting the area. Era does not have a blink. He's 400 gold short. Will be closer to that once they finish these 2 towers. Aloha Dance trying to snipe the tower in mid. Will do so. Glyph has been used. No TPs coming in, however. They don't need to at this moment. They can sack the tower. They are doing TPs in, though. Gonna be Supreme around. Also have Era. Tornado not quite on target, though. And now that tower will fall. Shaker's 200 gold away from the blink.
Yep, that's the next big timing. And I can't help but wonder what exactly FTM is going to put opposite of that. They're working on a Desolator on the Wraith King. Iceberg's currently got about 1,000 gold just saved up Axe at least has a Blade Bell, so he has been making some progression, but they went for double blink, pretty fast items, and then couldn't really convert it into kills. And that's very worrisome. There's a 3k lead for NIP right now, and this is just because of the way that they've been able to leverage their items into actual map control with those forward wards, with bringing those towers down, actual push power coming from the Chen and Necropos.
They're also
their tempo
now
game is coming together.
They're coming towards mid, and there's no Phoenix around, as shown up on the map. And that means also that FTM need to close up closer to their heroes. Morphling will be turned into illusions, so Charlie will take a bit of extra damage there, but the Alacrity will make sure that they clear them out really quickly. Tier 2 tower, Charlie in front. NIP, very good positioning here. There's always the threat that somebody comes from below, but they've already got info that FTM is on the left side of them. They have the Aegis as well, so that's also one thing. Tower taken down. You know, things are looking pretty good for them. There's a little push from V2 and Always Wanna Fly in the top lane, and NIP are going to go hunting for them. There's a 3-man Smoke, Supreme, Saberlight, and Era. Wraith King's already TPing away. Always Wanna Fly. Oh.
He'll take one more wave.
We'll wait just a bit longer. And now he's revealed himself. Era sees him. Waiting with the Fissure.
He's just going to try and buy as much space as he can, and I don't think it's going to be much. Supreme is here, clicking him down.
Yep. It's eventually Always Wanna Fly going down.
Omelette.
General's killing some Chen creeps here.
He isn't doing a great job of it though, and that is really one of the problems that this lineup has, is they don't have a reliable way to wipe a way through this entire army. Like, Iceberg would be the way to go, but he didn't actually go for a physical damage build, and in fact he is still saving up that money. What's he going to do with it?
I'm also thinking the same thing, like, what does he want to get here? Does he get something to amplify his right click? They do have the Deso for the Wraith King, so if you want to build up into more right click damage, then definitely work together with the Wraith King to amp up your physical damage. If he feels like he's in trouble, he could defensively build something, you know. You could get yourself a, well, not necessarily maybe a BKB, but, you know, Manta or something if you need to dispel something really nasty on you. It also gives you attack speed, movement speed, damage overall. You know, you're an agility hero. You might want to start building into your more traditional agi carry items. You can also get a Shiva's Guard if you feel like physical damage is the issue. Like right now, he's taking both physical and magical at like 46 and 53%, so...
I think he might just feel that his team is not doing enough damage itself, though. He's going to have to decide soon, because NIP are knocking on his door.
Yep. Could also consider Bloodthorn or something. But there's still an Aegis. The Aegis will run out in 3 seconds, and this is FTM's timing. They want to fight this when the Aegis runs out just about now. There we go. The egg will be popped as well. They will lose General almost. He's still alive. The egg will be focused down, however. Saberlight in the middle of the fight. V2 will drop for a first time. He's going to respawn any second now, coming back into the fight. FTM needs to get some damage out. Charlie dropping low, but so is V2, and he's already down. He's already gone. No buyback available either. 50 seconds gone. Always Wanna Fly will be the second one to fall as well. Iceberg will return as well from his remnant form, and now in trouble. Rooted up into the ground, and the stun connections. 3 heroes gone, and FTM just cannot pull it off, and GG is called just like that. That one fight decides it all for NIP.
You gotta imagine though that NIP is not there 6k ahead at the start of the fight, but they're actually